Hello, and thank you for taking time out of your day to learn more about our exciting entry into the cloud application security market. My name is Noelle Ferris, and I'm the Vice President of Investor Relations at Dynatrace. The purpose of this presentation is to provide the investment community with an overview of the cloud application security market, the competitive landscape, our product differentiation, and the business model impact. Joining me for this discussion is John Van Siclen, our Chief Executive Officer, Kevin Burns, our Chief Financial Officer, and Steve Tack, our Senior Vice President of Product Management. In addition to this presentation, John, Kevin, and I will be participating in several investor conferences during the week of December 8th. A link to the webcast of each of these fireside chats can be found under the Investor Relations page of our website. And now, before I turn it over to John, let me share our safe harbor language with you. I won't read through it in detail, but to summarize, we will be making forward-looking statements today that reflect our views as of December 8th, 2020. These forward-looking statements are subject to risks and uncertainties and involve a number of factors that could cause actual results to differ materially from those expressed or implied by such statements. Please refer to our SEC filings for a summary of these risks. Dynatrace disclaims any obligation to update these statements to reflect future events or circumstances. As a reminder, we will be referring to some non-GAAP financial measures during this presentation. A detailed reconciliation of GAAP and non-GAAP measures can be found on the Investor Relations section of our website. And with that, let me hand it over to our Chief Executive Officer, John Van Siclen. John.
Thank you, Noelle. And today is a significant day for Dynatrace. For 15 years, we've been building a category leader in the application performance and cloud observability markets, redefining what is possible, anticipating disruptive technology trends, and leveraging them to leap ahead. Today, Dynatrace enters a cloud security market, a market we believe that has a potential to expand our TAM by $18 billion over time, an expansion of over 50% of today's $32 billion TAM. As we did with cloud observability, we are leveraging the disruptive forces of modern dynamic clouds to enter this market. We're targeting where the puck is going and see an opportunity to leverage the power of our software intelligence platform to once again leap ahead. Today, we are announcing a new cloud application security module. This new module inherits the same automation, AI, scalability, and enterprise robustness of our industry-leading observability platform and can be added by any customer in minutes at the simple flip of a software switch. The Dynatrace security module provides RASP functionality for dynamic Kubernetes environments while advancing modern DevSecOps processes and approaches. Early adopting customers, such as Stellient and Raiffeisen Software, say this new module has helped them reduce vulnerability risk, increase DevSecOps collaboration, and accelerate cloud-native innovation. It is additive to the various alternatives offered in the market today, making it a greenfield opportunity for continued Dynatrace ARR expansion. The initial RASP use cases covered by this new module will, of course, be expanded over time. This is just the beginning of the high value and disruptive capabilities we have planned. As I said, this is an exciting day for Dynatrace, our cloud-native customers, and I believe the entire modern cloud market. This cloud-native application market needs a smarter, more automatic approach to security, one that provides continuous coverage and no SOC. To tell you more about the security challenges we solve, the capabilities of this new module, and how we plan to price and package, let me turn it over now to Steve Tack, our Senior Vice President of Product Management. Steve.
Thanks, John, and thank you all for joining us today. Building off John's comment on the disruptive forces of modern dynamic clouds, we see the same macro trends impacting the application security market that are driving our observability growth. Enterprises are turning to cloud-native technology like Kubernetes, containers, and microservices, and agile delivery processes like continuous deployment to drive digital transformation. These technologies enable agility and speed, but they also introduce new levels of complexity. A recent study of CIOs found that nearly 2/3 of enterprises say dynamic multi-cloud environments have grown so complex they're beyond the human ability to manage. While the C-suite is investing in the modern cloud and agile delivery for competitive advantage, they also want the assurance that everything running in production is safe and that they're able to swiftly detect and quantify any exposure or attacks. Similarly, development teams are looking to accelerate release delivery, embrace modern practices like blue-green and canary releases for digital transformation. But current security practices are unable to keep up with DevOps and continuous delivery. Even when integrating security into DevOps to form DevSecOps, traditional security testing tools and processes prevent enterprises from achieving the expected agility and speed. And until development leaders can provide the C-suite with assurance that risk is minimized, their pace of delivery and time to market will be throttled, and they will continue to lose valuable cycles with manual work. And these challenges will only get deeper and more pervasive. IDC predicts by 2022, 90% of new enterprise applications worldwide will be developed as cloud native using agile methodologies and API-driven architectures that leverage microservices, containers, and serverless functions. To support this move to cloud technology, we believe that any digitally transforming enterprises will need to upgrade their security approach. Despite having invested in multiple tools to manage security threats, organizations continue to have blind spots and uncertainty about exposures and their impact on cloud-native applications. Accelerated innovation processes have placed more responsibility on developers to ensure code doesn't have vulnerabilities. With no time for teams to manually analyze, assess, and manage risks based on sampled or scheduled scan results, even the most common and well-documented vulnerabilities can remain undetected and open for hackers to exploit. When vulnerabilities are detected in pre-production, current approaches require manual processes that deliver imprecise risk and impact analysis and force teams to waste time chasing false positives. In production, detection of application security issues is even more challenging. Network encryption, hybrid cloud deployments, and new technologies have rendered existing approaches ineffective or blind. The problem is widespread. Recent research shows 60% of enterprises reported breached production applications in the past 12 months involving a known and unpatched vulnerability. Without a different approach, enterprises are faced with an unsolvable equation, eliminating risk and exposure while increasing delivery speed. Digital transformation depends on security transformation. As Dynatrace enters the application security market, our initial offering will enable DevSecOps to deliver digital services faster and with the security confidence that CISOs require. Dynatrace is uniquely positioned to address this need by combining many of our existing platform strengths with automated runtime application self-protection capabilities, referred to as RASP, and embedded security domain expertise. Let me explain some of the ways Dynatrace application security uniquely meets the needs of the modern cloud and delivery processes. First, to release confidently in modern dynamic environments, it's key to have full visibility into everything running from pre-production to production. A constantly increasing number of vulnerabilities introduced by open source and third-party libraries can easily go undetected without reliable discovery. Affected applications might be deployed to multiple public cloud platforms with thousands of microservices running on tens of thousands of containers. Traditional approaches require developers to run their security scans in pre-production. Those vulnerability scanners provide a static view at a single point in time. More modern tools can provide runtime insights into certain platforms like Kubernetes or containers, but are limited in their ability to detect which libraries are used versus those are present but unused. They also can't provide deep insights unless you have source code access. Dynatrace and its patented OneAgent and PurePath technologies already provide insights down to individual transactions with code level detail, and both are essential for the RASP approach to security that we are announcing today. Our application security module leverages its unique coverage to provide the C-suite with confidence in the security of their cloud-native environment through the automatic and continuous analysis of applications, libraries, and code for vulnerabilities at runtime in production and pre-production. This provides customers with automatic and continuous vulnerability detection with 100% runtime visibility, deep insights into production execution, including closed source software and containers, and full coverage across production rollbacks and outdated releases. And to ensure developers have the information needed to fix potentially compromised code, we've partnered with Sneak for detailed, high-quality vulnerability information, combined with Dynatrace's always-on runtime inspection for lifecycle vulnerability detection. Now, identifying vulnerabilities is only the first step. To set the right priorities requires that you understand the magnitude of a vulnerability. Existing scanning solutions generate thousands of false positive alerts because a vulnerability might only be a test library that's not deployed to production, or doesn't pose a production problem because the potentially vulnerable code is not executed by the application. So how are we solving this challenge? We invented Smartscape to build and maintain a precise topology of any dynamic web-scale multi-cloud by observing every transaction and entity at runtime with no manual intervention. All relationships are captured with code-level precision across cloud platforms, containers, microservices, and traditional applications. Since Smartscape is always current, Dynatrace application security uses its understanding of relationships to focus on vulnerabilities that matter. With automatic and precise risk impact assessment, enterprises can avoid false positive alerts and focus on what matters most, such as services exposed to the public internet or that have access to crown jewel data. Leveraging AI assistance from Davis, our deterministic AI engine, Dynatrace application security provides precise answers about the source, nature, and severity of any vulnerabilities. Customers will now be able to understand the risk and impact across all security exposures in the context of their complete cloud environment, and focus on exposures that are production relevant, easily rule out false positive alerts and other noise. Fix high priority vulnerabilities first, such as the risk of sensitive data access and more, and stop wasting engineers' time on fixing irrelevant vulnerabilities and focus on delivery of new value. We're confident in the need and the solution because we've had to address the same security challenges ourselves. We started investing in application security 2 years ago when we realized there weren't any offerings in the market that could meet our requirements for agile delivery speed across our dynamic cloud environment. Our developers were plagued with false positive alerts from pre-production scanners, and we lacked runtime visibility into what mattered in production. So despite the many security tools in the market, we believe that this is a greenfield opportunity created by the shift to cloud-native technology, and it's growing at the speed of the cloud. Dynatrace uniquely delivers full lifecycle visibility from pre-production through production and provides the automation and advanced analytics for continuous runtime application security optimized for Kubernetes and DevSecOps. 100% production visibility, faster and more precise risk assessment, and faster automated risk and impact remediation. The customer reaction has been very strong. You can read some of the validation on the screen from both CISO as well as DevSecOps leaders, such as, with Dynatrace application security, our DevSecOps teams finally gained the 100% production runtime visibility they need to defend against vulnerabilities in our Kubernetes environment. And we went from 0 to 100% coverage with next to no effort. And observability and application security in the same platform will enable us to move towards true DevSecOps. As John said earlier, Dynatrace customers can launch this module with the flip of a switch, empowering enterprises currently using the Dynatrace platform to immediately increase security coverage and precision, enabling them to reduce vulnerability risk, increase DevSecOps collaboration, and accelerate cloud-native innovation. We're finding a direct path to expand from observability to application security within our customer base. It's within the same application and DevOps team environment, and we're adding a new security stakeholder, along with the CISO and their budget center. These customers are looking to increase the speed of their security practice to match the DevOps process, and the Dynatrace platform can enable them to achieve this goal while fostering collaboration across the DevSecOps stakeholders. In addition, we're building a security-specific go-to-market muscle to help accelerate customer adoption. As a first step, we've hired an application security sales overlay team to collaborate with the Dynatrace account executives and cross-sell the solution into our enterprise customer base. We'll continue to expand this go-to-market program as we scale into this large and growing market. Similar to the other Dynatrace modules, our cloud application security module is priced based on consumption units. It is a new licensable capability that will be monetized on top of our full stack and infrastructure-only host units at a 20 to 30% uplift. This consumption approach is optimized for hybrid cloud environments, well accepted by our customers as simple and transparent, and provides the opportunity to add new monetizable capabilities over time. We certainly have a significant opportunity just within the current Dynatrace customer base. And as this module matures, we see the added opportunity to make cloud application security a new land play for Dynatrace as well. As John said, this is only the first step on our journey to provide the C-suite with higher confidence that their business critical applications and digital services are protected 24/7. New levels of scale and complexity alongside agile continuous delivery processes have completely broken existing security approaches. Every company that adopts multi-cloud technology must upgrade their security approach, and we believe this will become an $18 billion market over time. Dynatrace is entering the security market with a disruptive approach to securely solve enterprise needs at faster speed, higher precision, and at larger scale. Just like we redefined the performance monitoring and management market, leveraging the transformative impact of modern cloud, we're doing it again in the application security market. For more on business model impacts, let me turn it over to Kevin. Kevin?
Thank you, Steve. As we have shared in the past, the sustainable growth of our business is driven by two factors. The first is new logo additions, and the second is expansion within our existing customer base. Today's announcement is further validation of our commitment to aggressively invest in ongoing innovation that promotes platform expansion. This additional module provides us with multiple opportunities to cross-sell to our existing customers, driving them faster into the 3+ module category, which increases their ARR substantially, well beyond the current $234,000 average ARR per customer today. As we've experienced with our current multi-module approach, the more modules that our customers leverage, the more deeply we are woven into their cloud ecosystems, making us stickier within our enterprise customer base. As Steve mentioned, we believe we are uniquely positioned to solve the challenges inherent in agile development and security, allowing development teams to continuously deploy while at the same time meeting security and compliance needs. As a CFO of a public software company, I speak from firsthand experience. Balancing continuous innovation with cloud application security is important from a risk, compliance, liability, and business perspective. With their class of customers, 90% of them being public companies, they all have challenges when it comes to identity theft, malware infections, and data breaches, all while their application portfolios advance and cloud transformations accelerate. Our cloud application security offering addresses both the business risks resulting in increased compliance and IP protection, while improving and simplifying DevSecOps processes. This is a challenge to balance for enterprise CFOs and CISOs and creates a tremendous opportunity for Dynatrace. As John and Steve mentioned, our cloud application security offering is available immediately to our 2,600 enterprise customers. For customers looking to add the initial cloud application security module to their existing footprint, the pricing is simple. It will be a 20 to 30% uplift to their existing per host unit subscription agreement. And with our OneAgent, Smartscape, and Davis AI already in place, the upgrade is a simple software switch to turn on. We are extremely excited about this first step into a very large and growing market and the opportunity it presents for the business over the long term. Given our enterprise customer base, their propensity to test drive first and budget and plan any large security rollout, we do not believe the cloud application security module will have a material impact on the FY21 ARR or revenue guidance that we provided on our earnings call last month. We do believe it will contribute modestly to our top line growth in fiscal 22 and become more meaningful in fiscal 23 and beyond. From a margin standpoint, again, we do not anticipate any impact to our near-term FY21 guidance. Consistent with what we shared at Investor Day, we believe there's opportunity for gross margin expansion over the longer term, but that benefit will be reinvested into R&D and sales and marketing initiatives to support our continued growth strategy. Our expansion into the cloud application security market supports the vision that we shared with you back in September. We have a large and growing TAM, an enterprise cloud customer base that continues to grow steadily, a platform that continues to expand and become more robust, strengthening our belief that we can maintain a healthy rule of business for the next several years as we become a multi-billion-dollar category leader. And with that, we would like to thank you for taking the time to learn more about our entry into the cloud application security market, and we look forward to speaking with you in more detail at our upcoming investor conferences this month. Thank you.